Hello you guys, my name is Jake, and today I will be talking to you all about different filmmaking techniques and tricks that you can do all on your iPhone. Alrighty guys, so basically about 1,000 years ago when I started filmmaking, I started on this little computer called the Dell Mini. I'm sure a lot of you know what it is, and if you don't, just a mini computer, and that's where I started a lot of stop motion, in my first days of filmmaking. Yeah, that was a dark time, but that's where I started, and everybody starts somewhere, and I eventually moved up to my phone, and I did a lot of what you guys are wanting to know about doing now. So I'm going to be just showing you guys different filmmaking techniques and apps that I used to use on my phone. I have done an upgrade. As you can see, I have the Canon Rebel T6i now. That's a DSLR, and I'm going to be using that for a lot more filming projects, so it's going to look a lot better in terms of, film quality. It's going to turn from this into this. And to be honest, what you film on your phone isn't really that bad if you know how to do it and you know the how-to of different filmmaking equipment and techniques. You can actually make some pretty good quality movies out there, and that's what I used to film Dead Man Walking, my first movie. If you want to check it out, link will be in the description below, but that's not really what you guys are here for. You guys are here to get some different tips and techniques to film on your iPhone. So I'm going to be showing you different apps, and I'm sure there are different apps out there that you can use on any Android devices, but I'm going to be doing some iPhone tutorials today. So let's get started, shall we? Alright everybody, so we're going to start off with iMovie here. This is basically one of Apple's products, if you don't already know already, it is free on the App Store, and it's very easy to use. It's very self-explanatory when it comes to different tools and tips and tricks that you can use inside of it. There's a little tutorial even inside the app that you can use. So this is a great foundation for any editing that you may be doing on your iPhone or anything of that sort. This is what I use, even with this video currently. As you can see, I am using this because I don't really have that big of editing software yet. So, this is a good way to put in videos and, different stuff from your camera roll and different audio, and you can even record straight from the app itself. So it's just a great tool to use. Different transitions that you can put in, different editing, and it's just a great foundation for all of your work and basically just putting it all together piece by piece. And this is the end product stage here. Alright, so let's move on to the next app. Alright, so next up we have Filmic Classic, and this is the cheaper version of the app. The more expensive version is Filmic Pro. I use Filmic Classic because it's basically, all I need for my filmmaking needs, and in fact, I don't even use it that much anymore, and I've been having issues trying to find it on the App Store, so I don't know if it's been discontinued, but I definitely know that Filmic Pro is still on there, so they basically act as the same. What you can do is just control all of the exposure, white balance, and focus all on the app and all of it together, and it's really a great tool for you to just get that look that you are looking for and not have to worry about your phone auto exposuring and just getting in different focusing points. And it's great. You can lock it in. As you can see, you can do all sorts of things and just make filmmaking as a whole a lot easier on you. So I definitely recommend this app. So not much else to talk about it, so let's move on to the next app. And that next app will be Film Movie Effects. And so basically this app is just as a whole a great app to have, and it does cost money, but it is not costly at all, and it is definitely worth it. In the long run, basically what you can do is you can color grade, basically put different filters onto your film. You can put some movie bars on the top and bottom here, and you can also give it a look, a movie look per se. So this definitely is one of the post-production apps that you would have. A lot of these apps are, and it's just overall a really great app to use, and I definitely recommend this one. It helps me out a lot. So let's move on to the next app, and the next app will be Steadicam. So yeah, the next app on this list is going to be Steadicam, and I'm going to end it with Steadicam. After I talk about this app, I'll just give you a brief overview of the other apps that I have that would be helpful. But this is the last major app that I use, and it is actually very, very helpful. Basically what you do is you turn a video like this, as you can see, very shaky and just not smooth really at all, and doesn't have that cinematic look to it at all, into this. Basically, you know, it's the same video, but all that shake is gone. It's just nice and smooth, and it's just has a much better feel to it, and it looks a lot nicer. Something else in this app, it's a really nice feature, is that it has a slow motion effect, as you can see there. Yeah, so now I'm going to give you guys the best news of this app. The best news is that it is totally free, and it is still on the App Store. You can still get it, and it is absolutely free. So I definitely recommend this app if you are going to be doing any sort of cinematography, film look with your movies. Yes, definitely. So moving on, we are going to be basically doing a basic overview of different apps that you can use and are helpful and are cool, but I don't use them absolutely all the time 100%. So let's get started with those. Alright, so moving on, I'm going to be showing you different apps in this bottom section here. So basically, farthest to the left and up is going to be gun movie effects, and I use this for a lot of different action films that involve guns. You can also put lasers and blood effects in it, and it's just a really great app. It is free, as far as I know. At least I got it free. I think they might have put the price up to $2.99 or something of that sort, so it still is pretty cheap, but you know, it's really great for that type of film aspect. If you're looking for something, it actually has pretty good effects within it. And farthest to the right is an app made by the same creators. It is Pyro Movie Effects, and it's basically the same thing, but with different fire and explosions and stuff that you can put over your films. And it also looks pretty decent, you know, and it's also at a very low price. And I definitely recommend those two apps. On the bottom there, you are going to find Intro Maker, and it is just as it sounds. You make your own intro, and it looks fairly nice as well. Thanks. Alright, so that was just my cat just, you know, crashing into things. But, you know, moving on. So Intro Designer, that is a good app for making intros. They already have set intros. That's where my YouTube intro that you'll see at the end of this video plays in. So right next to it is CuteCut Pro. There's also just CuteCut, which is a free version, but I have the paid version because it's just a really nice app. It's like iMovie. You can do different editing stuff, and it offers just a little bit more in that regard. You can put different things on it that you wouldn't be able to put in, you know, different iMovie type things. So, you know, you can just do different stuff with it. It is a different type of editor, and you could use it as your main editor, but I just don't see it that way. I see it as a special editing app. So moving to the right, you have FX Studio. So that is basically a green screen or a chroma key. You can put in different effects that you have or find on YouTube, or, you know, just have, I guess. But in that regard, you put a backdrop, and then you put a forward drop. Rip. Okay, so yeah, it's just as it seems, a green screen app, and you know, not much else to it, just green screen and chroma key. And so moving on here, we have what is called Fade in Basic, and that's basically where you can write all of your scripts, right? So you can just write up different scripts and stuff on your phone. It is free, and it's just a really great help if you're putting your ideas down to work for a short film or anything of that sort. You can do it, and it's right here on the phone, a Fade in Basic. So moving over, we have what is called Scroll Credits. So basically it is the same thing as Fade in Basic, but with credits. You know, you can pick a different image that sets in the background, and you can put whatever text you want to scroll up, or you can choose any sort of design for different credit needs. So basically it's just a scrolling credits app for the end of your movie. Alright, and so moving on, I'm going to show you different effects apps that I have. Alright, so starting off, we have on the top right FX Guru. So basically, FX Guru is an effects app that you can, basically put any sort of different tracking CGI looking deal into your video. There's tons of different effects, although all from alien spaceships to ghosts or even cockroaches. There's a lot to choose from. And the same goes for the bottom left, action movie effects. It is the same thing. FX Guru, on the other hand, does have a lot better tracking in its in its app, but action movie effects nonetheless is a great app to use as well. And then lastly, in this video, we are going to talk about voice record. So voice recording app, very bottom right, you can see is just a great app. It's just like the app that you use on your phone that's already built in, the Voice Memos app, but this one you can actually keep track of your levels, you can change up the voice and the quality of it, and you can just do a lot of different, editing, and it is free, and so I definitely recommend that. Alright, you guys, so this is basically all I have for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to smack that like button if you definitely did enjoy this and like it. Of course, that's what it's meant for. If you like the video, you hit the like button. So go and subscribe as well. That's what that button is for, so you can keep track of all different videos I make similar to this one. And that goes for any short films that I might be coming out with in the future. And trust me, there is content coming out soon. I have about 4 movies on my plate at the moment, but I'll save that for an update video telling you guys all about that. So, my name is Jake, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.